Do we think that there were ever mega theropods in Australia? Hey everyone, Mike here with Prehistoric Magazine. Now, welcome back to another video. Now, this is a topic that I've been thinking about probably since the end of the 90s, probably if I'm really being truthful, probably since the early 2000s, when I just kept, always wanting to know more about the places of the world that we just didn't know a lot about. It's probably one of the reasons why, I'll be honest about this, as a kid and even a teenager, I kind of shied away from T-Rex and Triceratops just because so much was written about it. Not that they're not two extremely fascinating animals. Trust me on this. I have a newfound appreciation for T-Rex as it's growing in size over the years. And Triceratops was potentially a T-Rex slayer. So I really do appreciate those animals. But as a kid, as a teenager, I gravitated towards the areas of the world where we knew less about, where I knew there were stories taking place, as far as the fossil record and dinosaurs, but we just didn't know a lot about. Now, unfortunately, Australia is one of those places, and it seems like we still really do not know a lot about it at all. But my question for you all today is, do we think that megatheropods were running around Australia? Now, we know that there were some very large sauropods in Australia, Australotitan for one. There's another one called Diamantinosaurus, and we have some footprints in Brome, which put a sauropod at upwards of maybe 60 tons. Again, footprints are not ideal as far as scaling and trying to figure out size. We were hinted at the Mongolian Titan in Prehistoric Planet 2. So, again, footprints are not ideal, but it does appear that there were some very large sauropods in Australia. Now, with that said, if there are large sauropods, you're going to have young, you're going to have juvenile sauropods. Was there something hunting these things? Now, right now, Ostrovenator is one of the theropods out there, and I actually butchered that, apologize for the name, but it's about a 20-foot long animal, and as of right now, I think that's probably the biggest animal that we have on record. But in doing some research for this video, there are some footprints out there that put some other theropods at about 8 to 10 meters. Now, if we think about 10 meters as a size, we're talking about over a 30-foot long animal. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's definitely nothing the size of T-Rex. But again, my question for you all is, do we think that there are mega theropods in Australia waiting to be uncovered? Now, what's a megatheropod? Technically, probably an animal that weighs in excess of 5 tons. So, very large animal. As of right now, we don't really have anything to support that. Although, again, we do have these footprints and this knowledge that maybe there were predators up to 30 feet in length. So, again, that's starting to be a little bit big. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's starting to get to maybe Daspletosaurus size. So, again, 30-foot long. And we have about 3 different species of sauropod that is considered to be very big. Australotitan is really considered to be a massive sauropod, one of the biggest. Maybe, I believe I read one of the top 20 sauropods of all time, if we can believe some of these, size estimates that we have. Now, one of the reasons why Australia is so poorly sampled is, I guess, apparently just due to the fact that the continent has been under severe wind and erosion for the last 30 million years. And I guess if you just get enough of it, it's just going to erode completely down to nothing. Now, a lot of people believe it's the sheer vastness of the outback. I had a chance to visit Australia in 2007, 2011 with my parents. We went to the Australian Open tennis tournament. Extremely fun on side note on that. But the temperatures are absolutely brutal. It can be upwards of 120 to 130 degrees in the summertime. So absolutely brutal conditions. And again, the fossil record is very, very poor in Australia. But, just in, again, seeing a video on, I want to shout this YouTube channel out, the Vividen. Really enjoy this channel. I'm assuming you guys know the Vividen. Fantastic work. He was talking about some of the big sauropods of Australia and him banking on the fact that maybe somewhere out there there's a 5-ton, maybe a theropod in excess of 5 tons running around or waiting to be uncovered. I like to think that that's probably the case. just have a gut instinct on this that there's got to be something bigger than what we currently know. But again, very frustrating that we don't have the fossil record to support it. More paleontologists got to get out there. Easier said than done to get the grant money, also to get the ability to go out there. So, but again, that's why I love these videos. I really love the comment section. If you've watched so far, I greatly would appreciate you taking a chance to comment, and also appreciate everyone writing me back in the post section on this YouTube channel. Lately, this channel has been very down on views, been very down on subscribers. I'm losing subscribers. Doing my best to keep plugging away, not giving up on my dream of becoming a YouTuber. And I really want to hear from you all. What are your thoughts on this? Do we think that on the Australian continent, there's got to be a mega theropod waiting to be uncovered out there? We have several species of sauropods that look like they would support, big meat-eating dinosaurs and be a substantial food source for them. Primarily they're young. But again, as of right now, fossil record is incomplete. Love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section down below. And again, I greatly appreciate the support on this channel. See you in the next video. Take care.